YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in South Georgia. It is a beautiful Monday morning, about 64 degrees right now. Already, it's Monday here. I think I just said that. Anyway, I have been to the office this morning. Got a couple of things done there. Normally, I like to stay around the office till about lunchtime. Try to get some of my Bible studies and stuff. Work on that stuff. Work on it pretty hard Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But I got some time-sensitive stuff that I got to take care of this morning. So, I already rode by and looked at a property. Young lady in the community sent me a message last night, well, this morning, I guess. Yeah, this morning, to my Clean and Green page, and needed her lawn taken care of just whenever I can. So I'm gonna go do that. I don't know if that's gonna be a regular account. You know, I don't really know what she wants. She just asked me if I could go do it. I told her absolutely. Very nice young woman. She's been through a lot in the last year. Lost her husband. Yeah. So y'all already know what that translates into, right? Yeah. I'll probably grab 002 or 003 and maybe just run down there this afternoon, just take care of it, you know. So anyway, just helping somebody out. Now, you know, if it becomes a regular, want to put it on the schedule kind of thing, we'll work something out. But anyway, that's one of those things I just I like to do for her. So, but anyway, that's not really what I want to talk about. So I might have found a truck. That's what I want to talk about. Might have found a truck. So I found something I think would be ideal for my business. Now, you know, so it's an older truck, but it doesn't have a lot of miles on it. And actually, the reason I said it's time sensitive, so the guy I'm buying it from is somebody I wanted to buy from, somebody I absolutely trust. The problem is, he doesn't really know anything about this vehicle. He got it in, you know, it was a trade-in to a dealer. His buyer bought it from a dealer, brought it to his car lot, and he's selling it. I showed up, they had just pulled up. I mean, like the engine's still warm. And this was Friday. And so you know, he told me, he said, listen, I'll be honest, I can't tell you anything about it. He said, but I'm sending it to the shop Monday morning to get an oil change. And of course, I know the guy that owns the shop. Again, we're in a small area here. And this is a dealer. This is what you can appreciate. He said, man, if I was you, I would go down there and see him. Get him just to give it a good once over for you if you trust him. And I do trust this mechanic. He said, and you know, just go from there. And so basically, this is what I told him. I said, hey, I will, if we don't find anything major, I mean, you know, an older truck, you expect to have a drip here, or, you know, a rattle here, or, you know, need some ball joints or brakes. I know I got to put some tires on it, you know, pretty quick. But I said, if we don't find something major, like, you know, the transmission's about to fail, or, you know, something like that, I told him I would buy the truck. So, anyway, I'm gonna run down here and see the mechanic real quick because I want to talk to him, and then I'm gonna run by the bank and get some funds. Yep. I'm gonna actually pay for most of it in cash, and I've got the cash just to, I could go in there and just buy it. But I don't know, man. I'm one of those kind of people. I just don't like tying up. I like having cash in the bank, you know. I don't know. I know it doesn't make sense. I know some of you probably say, oh, that's stupid. Okay. But if I can pay, you know, $600 to use somebody else's money for 2 years, I'm gonna do that. I mean, I just, you know, that's you know, $25 a month or whatever it is, to use somebody else's money and not take such a big chunk of my money. So anyway, so I'm about to run down here to the mechanic shop, and then I got to run, like I said, I got to run by the bank, by the credit union, and talk to them for a minute, and you know, and then you know, if everything works out, go do the deal. So fortunately, praise the Lord, I mean, getting money ain't no problem. Got plenty of credit. More credit than money, but anyway, you know, so I mean, the only thing, you know, that I'm really dealing with today is this truck. Go, I got Mr. Officer turning in here. How you doing, buddy? So I mean, the only thing I'm dealing with right now is the truck, as far as we can tell, mechanically sound. You know, that's it. If it is, it's a go. I'm gonna go with it, and you know, if I do, I'll certainly get y'all some footage of that. So I'll check back with y'all in a little bit. All right, just rode by, saw the mechanic, talked to him. Southside Automotive. For any of you that live around here, great folks. So he, you know, one of the first things he told me when I went there, I said, "Hey man, just give it a good once over," you know, and he said, "Look," he's talking about the other guy, the dealership. He said, "Man, I look all of them over." He said, because the guy's name's Ray from R&R. He said, Ray don't want to sell no junk to nobody. And so I think what happens there is when the mechanic looks over it, if he notices something like, you know, hey, this needs to be done, they just go ahead and have him take care of it and do it. So of course then they add it to the price of the vehicle. You know, I mean, they got to make money on it at the end of the day. You know, so anyway, so I'm gonna run over here by the bank real quick while I'm in town. The truck is not even there yet, so it may be getting detailed this morning. They have a company that comes in and details them, and man, they apparently do a really good job. Some of the stuff I was looking at on, he's like, oh, they'll get that off, they'll clean that, they'll do this. I think they charge them like $200 a vehicle. So I mean, that's a good bit of money for around here to get a detail job. But I mean, they're really deep cleaning, like I guess steam cleaning the upholstery and that kind of stuff. So I honestly, I ain't that worried about that. It's gonna be a work truck. But anyway, run over here to the bank and make sure I got everything set in motion here in case I want to pull the trigger. Won't be no issues, and that'll make everything go pretty fast, hopefully, if this works out. So we'll see. All right, I went by the bank. Everything's set to go. If I decide to pull the trigger, go by, get the check, and be done with it. So anyway, that's where we at. So I want to talk about debt for a minute, because you know, the Bible teaches that the borrower, the person who borrows money, is slave to the lender. That's the person who gives you the money, right? Everybody knows that. So debt is not, when I just want to clarify what I said about, you know, paying half of it and financing the other half, spending, I think it's cost me $400, something like that. First of all, this is not an expensive vehicle. This vehicle is only going to be about 11 grand. So, you know, again, just getting a work truck. But there are times in business that I think it's wise to finance. Now, you know, I'm not going to debate this with people. You know, everybody's got their own model, their own idea. Both of my Hustler mowers were financed. Now, they were financed for two reasons. Well, especially the X1. I didn't have 11 grand to go and buy it in cash. number two, it was 0% for 48 months. Now I had to pay like a $200 one-time fee. So it cost me $200 to use somebody else's money for 4 years. You know, and to keep my cash flow the way that I want it, right? This truck that I'm looking at, I got the money in the bank right now. In the account this payment's gonna be drafted out of, I got the money in there just to, I got double what the loan is in the account. Now, I'm not saying that to brag. I haven't always been in that situation. There's times when I didn't hardly have a nickel to my name. So I'm not saying that to be boastful or arrogant. What I'm saying is, some people might view credit and borrow money as just an absolute no. But what I'm borrowing is actually 50%, less than 50% of what I got in the bank. So my point is this: I can pay that loan off anytime I want to. But to me, I want to keep that cash in case I need that cash. You know, you never know what's going to happen, when something's going to come up. I'd rather keep that cash on hand and spend $400 over 2 years using somebody else's money. You know, quite frankly, using my money that's in the bank, really. But I mean, so that's just my thoughts on it. I know not everybody agrees with that, you know, but sometimes you finance because it's necessity. You don't have the cash. And listen, in business, it does take money to make money. You know, you got to have, you're going to be in lawn care, you got to have a truck, you got to have a vehicle, and you got to have something to cut grass with. However your configuration is, you got to have that. And you need something reliable enough to make sure that you're going to be able to go and do your routes and get your stuff done. So, you know, if it requires you, you know, taking some risks, I think sometimes that you got to do that. Again, that's me personally. That's my opinion. Everybody's got a different philosophy. Now, some people just run out and finance all sorts of stuff, right? You know, go out and get a new mower, a new trailer, a new truck, you know, stick equipment, you know, racks, all this stuff, and put it on a credit card or something, or on some kind of high finance thing where you're paying 20-something% interest on it. Now, do I think you should do that? I don't think so. Are there extreme circumstances? Are there times when people did that and they started up a good business, there was a demand, and they used that credit to meet the demand? Yes, I can tell you there are business people in my community, not in lawn care that I know of, but that, man, they mortgaged everything but their soul to get into business. But now they can use $100 bills to light the fireplace in the house. You know, because they had a vision and they had a model, and it worked. Now, could they have lost everything? Absolutely. But, you know, for them it was risk and reward, and they went for it. And I know some people do it very well, very well. I'm talking about borrowed money against insurance policies and are doing well. Lived off credit cards to pay the bills to get started up, doing well. Now when they want a new GMC or a new Denali or a Power Stroke, they can go to the dealer and write a check for it. Done. You know, so you know, it's there's a place for it sometime, I suppose. Now, I'm not a high risk person. I don't like to take huge risks, and you know, so but some people do. But anyway, I'm just rambling on now about finance. So hey, I'm gonna shut the video off here, and hopefully the next video coming out, if everything goes well, to see what I got. I appreciate y'all tuning in today, and my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great, great day.